Hello and welcome to Joe's Life 1. This is Joe. Today we're going to be doing a quick review of the Kershaw Amphibian. This was a knife that was released by Kershaw back around 1990, and then they did a re-release of it around 2010. This is the 2010 version. This is a diving knife. However, I purchased it and used it as a boot knife. So anyways, it comes with a Kydex sheath. The sheath's actually pretty nice. I actually tied this into a jacket that I wore, and it does come with leg straps for it that you tie in back here and it would screw in. However, I did not use those. But the Kydex sheath is very nice. Knife locks in there very well. It doesn't go anywhere. You have to pull it out. It is not going to fall out. Anyways, so on this knife, you got a 3 3/4 inch blade. Overall length of the knife is 7 3/4 inches. You got a 420J2 stainless steel. It's a very rust resistant steel. I don't know too much about it other than that. I know it's basically made for diving. It's a dual edge dagger, 2 edges on it there, with a half serration on one side. Now these serrations on here, they're almost more for looks than anything. I think you can probably sharpen them up if you wanted to, but they're nothing amazing on those serrations. They're kind of garbage in my opinion. I could sharpen them up real easy. I have the tool to do it, but yeah. It also has this the blood thing right here for down the center. Nothing more than to reduce weight really, but whatever. It's a knife and it's cool. It does have a copolymer plastic insert right here into the hole, and that basically gives you your grip on the knife. You do have some jimping right up under here and under there. And this copolymer plastic does have some, you do get a little bit of traction on that right there. Other than that, it's not amazing in hand. I gotta be honest. If the reverse grip is okay, but but holding it in hand is not amazing. It is okay like that. The positives to this knife are it's very thin, so you can hide it fairly well. It is one piece of metal, nothing, you're not getting any frills or gimmicks, and it's 3.2 ounces, I think, even with the sheath there. So you're basically getting a fairly small, very thin, very light dagger, if you used it how I intended to use it as a penetrating weapon, straight in penetrating, I think it works fine. It was built as a dive knife. I think Kershaw should have sold it as a boot knife, marketed it as a boot knife, and given it steel that you would use as a boot knife, and then had a separate one for a dive knife. I think they would have been more successful that way. You have the Kershaw Secret Agent. I actually prefer this knife now. It has the 8CR13 MOV steel. It's fairly light. It has better ergonomics. It makes a great boot knife or knife, full tang fighting knife. Basically, it makes a good knife. Anyway, this is the Kershaw Amphibian. It's no longer in production. You can buy it in 1 or 2 places. I think they wanted $70 for it. But generally speaking, it was a $40 knife. I think I paid $45 for it or something like that. And I believe it was made in China. And there's nothing wrong with that. It was a decent knife. Not amazing, but it was a decent knife. It was a solid. I'd give it like a C+. It was a solid knife, but you could get better knives out there and pay less money for them. Anyways, this has been Joe, Joe's Life 1. Thank you very much, and have a good one.